You know what I've never got? Why do I feel this way? I'm no stranger to this feeling, but from every morning I wake up to every night I fall asleep, I notice it's uncontrollable hold on me. I look in the mirror to see nothing but a sad, meaningless face. The face of a person who thinks low of themselves, the face of a person who wants to be someone else, the face of a stranger who is forgettable. Yeah, that's it. Why couldn't I be painted into something beautiful? Like how poets describe what they see in a person's beauty, and how they could go on and on endlessly about how perfect that person's beauty is. Why couldn't I have been born like that? My reflection. I never got why it was my face. I mean, yeah, obviously genetics, but still, it hurts. Countless minutes spent looking in the mirror. Why couldn't I just look like them? They say comparison is the thief of joy, but it just isn't fair. It seems like all I could ever do is compare. My eyes are baggy, my skin breaks out, my mind is tired. I don't feel comfortable in my own body. It's like my skin is a punishment of some sort. I hate it. I hate myself, and I would do anything to be someone else. I just don't want to be me anymore. Subjective. That's what people call this, but I never got it. If this is subjective, then is something wrong with me? I don't know. And I guess I shouldn't care all that much either.
Feeling ugly. We all have those times when we just feel ugly. Sometimes those days are more often than we would like them to be, and maybe sometimes we just feel like that all the time. In our judgmental society, it seems like we really can't escape that feeling either. It seems like when you're confident, people would never fail to let you know that you look ugly to them. And for some odd reason, when you're not confident, people would tell you that you look good. But only if you're attractive to them. In some cases, if people think you don't look attractive to them, then they'll tell you that you look like shit, no matter the context. There have been many videos that went viral because of another person's looks. Some went viral in a positive way, and some went viral in a negative way. It's not fun when you're already feeling like shit, and then the one time you tell yourself you look good, it seems like you can't get a break from what other people have to say about your looks. Thousands of comments making fun of you when you're spending countless minutes scrolling through them and seeing notifications about how you look. And all you can really do is ask yourself, what did I do? I mean, it's not my fault I look ugly to you, or I'm not as attractive as you think I should be. I didn't ask to be born like this or look like this in general. I came across a video about a girl who was really skinny, and as you can guess, the comments were filled with stuff like, "Oh my god, I hope you get better. Bro, eat. Are you not eating? Why do you look like that?" The crazy part is, the video wasn't even about her looks at all, and the comments who were trying to show love weren't really doing any justice either. One of the support comments said something along the lines of this: "You guys are so mean. Don't listen to them. You're beautiful. I hope you get better." I hope you get better. Okay. For some odd reason, when somebody doesn't find you attractive, it's supposed to automatically mean hate yourself, or don't love yourself, or I think you're ugly, so that means you should think you're ugly too. And sadly, sometimes that logic does work on people. Sometimes it gets so bad where things like hurting yourself or suicide comes into play. It gets so bad that you starve yourself, cut yourself, and you lose yourself. A while ago, I came across a video online about an older woman replying to a comment that she had got, and from the video, I'm assuming people had told her a lot that she was unattractive or ugly. In the video, she replied to this comment saying something along the lines of that she knows she is ugly, and it's been told to her so many times to the point where she's accepted it. She even says she doesn't even think she can find love because of the way she looks. She wasn't even ugly, and the way she spoke about it just triggered something in me, because seeing someone who just genuinely seems to be a nice and caring person feed into those comments hurts. People say confidence is key, but the people who show confidence get the same amount of hypocritical hate. But it's a little different with confident people. When you're confident about yourself, there's little people could say to you that would make you actually feel bad about yourself. I saw this clip on a podcast called the Whatever Podcast, and there was a bigger woman on the show, and the host of the podcast wanted these girls to rate themselves, and that's what they did. When it was time for the bigger woman to rate herself, she had said she was an 8, and from there, the host and the other men on the show mocked her. They even tried to belittle her because she said she was an 8. I get it, that's what they're supposed to do to make conversations more interesting to viewers. But it seemed like in that podcast, only the bigger woman and another woman who was there had any sense of morals or understanding of self-love. The other woman tried to defend the bigger woman, and to be honest, I think they established a great sense of how the world looks at us, but we still love ourselves no matter what they say. The bigger woman explained that she knows what people think of her. She's not unaware of her surroundings. She knows that people think she's unattractive, but she knows that's not everyone. Even if it seems like the world is against you because of your looks, there's always love out there. She explains that even though there's negative comments, there's people who find her attractive. There's people who think that she's more than just a number that's used to put a label on her for other people's benefits. And that's beautiful. She's beautiful, and in my eyes, just hearing her speak about that makes her art. Women shave their head for the 4B movement in hopes that men would find them unattractive. And that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Under a video about a woman shaving her head for the 4B movement, a man commented something along the lines of this under the video: "Real men look at what's internal instead of what's external." This was paraphrased, by the way. The way he said it in the comments was way more heartfelt. I just don't remember exactly what he said. I know it was along the lines of that, though. Being bald doesn't make you unattractive. I speak for a lot of people when I say you being bald is the least of a man's worries when it comes to looks. I see the judgment of relationships a lot on social media based on looks. Just because people think a boy looks ugly with the girl people think looks pretty, they believe that they should have a say on why they're together. They fell in love with each other for a reason. What am I doing wrong? I can name 100 things you're doing wrong just by you saying that one thing. There's a clip of Billie Eilish where she says if you give an ugly guy a chance, they think they own the world. Okay? When you get called ugly repeatedly your whole life and you're actually given a chance in a relationship, it'll feel magical. When that person calls you handsome, that's one of the best feelings you'll ever get as a boy. It's a new feeling. And yeah, sure, sometimes it would feel like they own the world, but it's only because said person has waited for this feeling for a while, to the point where they thought they would never get it. It's their light, a light that they waited on for a long time. It might seem weird, but sometimes I picture myself laying down with someone and them just telling me, "You're my handsome boy," or man. That's probably information that I should have kept to myself. If I heard that, then yeah, I would feel like I own the world. I've waited for a moment like that so long, to the point where it's on my mind more often than I would like to admit. Yeah, people have their own preferences and opinions, but why put someone else down just because they're not your cup of tea? I believe that there's no such thing as an ugly person. Even saying stuff like everyone is beautiful in their own way is weird, in my opinion. Everyone is beautiful. Let's just leave it at that. Just because someone isn't attractive to you doesn't mean they're not attractive at all. You're not everyone's voice. And to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. Oprah Winfrey, what are you hating on yourself for? Because your skin isn't smooth? Because you got weight to you? Because you don't got enough weight to you? Because someone wants you to look like someone else? Stop for a minute and think about yourself. Even if you find yourself ugly or unattractive because you have certain features, look at yourself and tell yourself, you're beautiful. The features you have are unique because they're what makes you, you. They're yours, and those features show the real you. And there's nothing more beautiful than that. Those features make you up. You're a poet's dream. I know I said there's no such thing as an ugly person, but even if I tried to co-sign that, it's not true. What I should have said is that there's no such thing as an ugly person with looks, because everyone is beautiful. The judgmental people, the people who go out their way just to make you feel bad about yourself, trying to shut you down, those are the real ugly people. Thanks for watching.